Good morning, everyone. This is 12:30 Nigerian time. Welcome to my live streaming, where we talk about the state of our nation. And tonight, I will be talking about the press release by the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The Secretary General of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo made a press release and said that they discovered that there are 3 governors who are sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and there are also some southeastern politicians who are also sabotaging the same release of Nnamdi Kanu. So when they made the statement, I did a video that was yesterday, and a lot of people are sending me message to know the names of the governors. But I'm telling them, you saw that it was Ohanaeze Ndigbo that made it public. I think you people should go and ask Ohanaeze Ndigbo to release the names of the governors. But without being told, I think people should know those who are sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because the release of Nnamdi Kanu is so crucial. Now, before we go into the details, talking about who are these people sabotaging his release, I really want to state something that is not pleasant. You see, when you go out in the public, especially in Nigeria, social public, there is something they normally say about the Southeasterners, that Southeasterners, they always learn how to stab their people at the back. There are so many things I want us to discuss tonight, and it will be shocking if you have not been following the issue of Nnamdi Kanu right from time. Now, you know the reason why I always talk about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and consistently talking about his release is because Nnamdi Kanu did not start agitating for Biafra from his birth. Something led to this agitation, of which everyone in Nigeria, all the whole Southeasterners, they know the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is agitating. They know that this agitation for the sovereign state of Biafra, that is something that is justifiable, is something that is important because of the way the Southeasterners are being marginalized in political sense and in infrastructural development that is going on in Nigeria. How many do we have in the Southeast, and so on and so forth? Now, I am not a kind of person that supports crimes and things that are related to illegality. You see, I was following Nnamdi Kanu right from the time he formed Radio Biafra. He started agitating for IPOB issue and so on and so forth. I discovered that this man was not violent. Nnamdi Kanu was not violent. He was not doing anything violent at all. So that time, even when they started, protesting on the street, what do? If IPOB is going on the street, they will be blowing whistle. They will be marching. So what happened? The first thing that happened is that Southeastern governors, they gathered together, and they were the first people that proscribed IPOB, not even the federal government too. I'm taking you back to the history so that you will understand where this reign started beating the Southeasterners. Now, the Nigerian state cannot be against you and you will still be against yourself. That is the problem. So the Southeastern governors, they are the first people that gathered. They saw that Nnamdi Kanu is having supporters, Nnamdi Kanu is gathering momentum, Nnamdi Kanu is gathering crowd, and they saw that this is intimidating. It will affect their political career, it will affect their political structure and everything. That was how they started fighting Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was not carrying gun against Nigerian state. Nnamdi Kanu was not carrying gun against anybody. Nnamdi Kanu was not using gun against Southeastern governors. Only thing he was using was Radio Biafra, just by the speaking of his words. But Southeastern governors, they were afraid, and they started plotting against Nnamdi Kanu, and they make sure that they proscribe the IPOB. Now, there is a court judgment that happened in October 3 last year, 2023. Aloy Ejimako, on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, appealed against what Southeastern governors do against IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. And the court awarded 8 billion naira against the Southeastern governors. The court, High Court of Enugu State, asked the Southeastern governors to pay Nnamdi Kanu 8 billion because of the injustice they did against him. I'm trying to give a little bit history back so that people will understand, because a lot of people seems to be shocked about the revelation of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, that some Eastern governors are, sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It's not something that's supposed even to surprise anyone, because they have been sabotaging his agitation, his movement right from time. Now, after that, they now take the whole agitation, the whole, thing to the federal government, and Buhari now bought the idea as fast as possible because it was coming from the southeastern governors. Buhari that was protecting Boko Haram, Buhari that told Goodluck Jonathan, if you ever kill Boko Haram or fight them, meaning you are fighting the North. It is the same Buhari that southeastern governors took the issue of Nnamdi Kanu to. That was when Nnamdi Kanu started attacking Buhari, because Buhari was saying some things that are not good against Nnamdi Kanu and so on and so forth. So what happened? After now, the federal government now proscribed IPOB as a terrorist group. So the southeastern governors, they were happy that they have won the fight, they have won the game, they have won everything. But to my greatest surprise, that the same southeastern governors who are even pretending today that they want to fight for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, they were the one that connived with Buhari and kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. I know one of the southeastern governors who was one of the master plan that strategized the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. So after everything, in the public, they will come to the media and say, we want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. We want him to be released. We want peace in the Southeast. And after they stop their media propaganda, they will still come to the private and start sabotaging. Politicians are so dangerous. They can go to any extent to do anything that can protect them in their position. Politicians can go to any length to make sure that they stop everyone that is sabotaging their political structure. Politicians can even kill you just because you don't want them to win an election. Politicians can do anything to you because you have started disturbing their own structure, the way they loot money, the way they control people, the way they make people slave. Because you are stopping it, politicians can just be against you. So the surprising thing here is that these southeastern politicians, they don't know that by being against Nnamdi Kanu, automatically you are against yourself. You are against yourself because look at how different regions protect their very own. You people saw how the Southwest governors and elders handled the issue of Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho was having case against the Nigerian state. The Southeastern governor started negotiating before he came back. And the federal government said, okay, no problem. If Sunday Igboho will come back and he will not agitate again, no problem, let him come back. And that was how Sunday Igboho came back. Then the northern Nigeria, you see how they are protecting their people. Have you seen any bandits that was caught and charged upon all the whole crimes they are committing, upon all the whole things they are doing against people? Have you seen any bandit that was caught and they charged the person to court? I have never seen anyone. So all these people, they are protecting their criminals, but your people who are not criminal, you make sure that they criminalize them. Who has done this to the people of the Southeast? Who has done this to them? So this is something that everyone should understand, because outsiders cannot be fighting your people and you will join them and continue to fight your people. It's not reasonable, because even those people who are outside, they will not trust you. They won't trust you because you are betraying your own people. That is why they don't trust them with political positions when it comes to national level. They don't trust them because if you can betray your own brother, who is going to trust you that tomorrow you won't betray him? It's simple as that. Very simple arithmetic. If you can betray your brother, the person that bought your brother will never trust you. Even though they are smiling with you, they have something at the back of their mind that, oh, you are not trustworthy. If we do this thing against you, you will do this. So that is the issue. I know that a lot of people have something to say. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. This is my night broadcast where we talk about the state of our nation. So we are talking about the release of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, saying that the three southeastern governors and some politicians are sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So please write on the comment section, tell me what you think about the statement released by the Secretary General for Ohanaeze Ndigbo on behalf of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. But before that, I think there are a lot of people, including me myself. I made a video that was 3 months ago saying the same thing. Omoyole Sowore said the same thing on Arise News, saying that southeastern governors are also against the release of Nnamdi Kanu for their political reason, because they believe that once Nnamdi Kanu is out, it's like a very big challenge to them to overshadow them. Nobody will think of them. Nobody will believe them again. They know that Southeasterners, the Igbos, so many percent, like 80 to 90%, are loyal to Nnamdi Kanu. They hear him when he talks. So these are the things that are threatening the Southeastern governors. Imagine 3/5. You see, there is a way politics work. In my videos, so many people were asking, how can Southeastern governors tell Tinubu what to do? If you are saying that, meaning you don't know politics, because this is all about the Southeast. So if there is anyone that will make federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu within 24 hours, it is the Southeastern governors. If they move to Abuja today and demand that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, he will be released. But these people, see, a lot of people have been committing crime in the name of Nnamdi Kanu. It's not Nnamdi Kanu. People are committing crime in the name of IPOB. It's not IPOB. So many politicians are eating security vote money because of insecurity. They themselves are sponsoring. Now, I want to say this. Last month, in Zamfara State, the Commissioner of Police made known to the public. He said that the Zamfara State Police arrested House of Assembly member, arrested the local government chairman, arrested the former youth community leader of the political party APC, and so on and so forth. So if these politicians could be arrested because they are bandits, they are practicing banditry, if they can be arrested, meaning the Nigerian state is a terrorist state. If the politicians who we call leaders are bandits, meaning the Nigerian state is a terrorist state. So if politicians are sponsoring banditry to make sure that they bring money into their purse, they collect ransom, they make federal government to invest more money in their part of the country so that they can get some money, what will make you not to think that many people are using IPOB to make money? You see, politicians, let me tell you how desperate politicians are. Let me tell you how dangerous politicians are. Politicians can buy a motto. They will paint it IPOB. Politicians can sponsor people. Go, they will catch you. If they arrest you, I will come and bail you. Just wear IPOB clothes. Let them know that it is IPOB people that are destroying. Whereas, it might not be IPOB people. Politicians can go to every extent to make sure that what they have in mind come to pass. If politicians can kill you because you want to vote for others, stab you in your eye because you want to vote against them, what will make a politician not to crest the motto IPOB, buy guns for people, so that the name everybody will say it is IPOB Nnamdi Kanu form, it's IPOB Nnamdi Kanu form. All these things going on, it is not IPOB. I need a conviction to believe it is IPOB. It is not. It is not IPOB. I am not an IPOB member, but I'm making this case for them. Williams, okay, Mary, good evening. You are welcome. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying on the comment section. So, if, for example, that politicians can go to any extent to sponsor insecurity, don't believe anything. Politicians can go to any extent. So I do not believe that it is IPOB that are sponsoring all this insecurity, IPOB that are shooting kids. No, I do not believe it. If you think it is IPOB, I want you to write it in the comment section and convince me. But as far as I'm concerned, to the best of my knowledge, politicians are sponsoring insecurity for their own gain. Nigeria is a terrorist state. Okay, what more evidence do you want? On September 15, 2021, let me repeat that date. September 15, 2021, the United Arab Emirates, when they saw that insurgents, they are disturbing Nigeria, they released names, 6 people. They released the name of 6 people who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Do you know what the federal government do? Up till now, federal government did not do any arrest. Federal government did not do any publicity. The chief of army staff did not come out to say that they are declaring those people wanted. They did not do anything about it. Where are the names? Now, not to talk about the issue of Boko Haram. Someone who formed this Boko Haram, number 2 most dangerous terrorist on earth, someone who formed it is still collecting pension as a former governor. He's still there in the Borno state. People are still guiding him. Police is still guiding him. Someone who formed Boko Haram, Animodo Sheriff. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody at all is talking about it. Animodo Sheriff was arrested in Cameroon. When he was arrested, federal government of Nigeria made a call for them to release him because he's a big fish. So that is why, if I am telling you people, the extent politicians can go to make sure that they scatter everything, the extent politicians can go to make sure that they destroy everything. So when they are saying that IPOB, any insecurity happening in the Southeast, they say it's IPOB, tell them that it is a lie. They are Nigerian politicians. They are the ones sponsoring it. Police made this known to us that they arrested House of Assembly member. That is part of the bandits collecting ransom. A politician collecting ransom. What will make a politician not to go to the any extent to make sure that they will sponsor people and call them IPOB? So it is time for Nigerians to awake, because things have gone bad. The people you think that they can help you to fight, they are the one killing you. They are among you. Mr. Paul, good morning. Say you are very right. Philip, welcome. Say the governors are the problem of the Igbos. Yes, and not only to the Igbos, not related to Igbos. Governors are the problems of Nigeria. After the governor, before the president. Because when you see what is going on in the north, I make mention of the north because what is going on in the north is unbearable. Children are dying in the north now. The other day, Professor Yusuf Osman, that was the day before yesterday, he came to the Arise News to say that he went through hospitals in the north. Children are dying of malnutrition. Why governors are embezzling money? These people don't believe in Nigeria. They send their children abroad. They don't go to hospitals in Nigeria. They go to private hospital. They don't go to public hospital. Their children will not go to public schools. Everything about public things they are doing is for the poor. They do it for the poor, not for any other person. They do it for the poor. Their children will not partake. So these people don't believe in Nigeria. These people have Nigeria. They have never believed in Nigeria one day. They know that Nigeria is not working, and they are destroying Nigeria. They know that one day Nigeria is going to divide. So what they are doing now is and Ohanaeze Ndigbo has the responsibility to make sure that they release the names who are sponsoring this, what is it called? Who are sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Ohanaeze Ndigbo will release the name this week. But this is my fear. If those names are being released, people will mob them. Even though you are governor, you can't even travel anywhere. You can't go anywhere. People will stone you. That is the issue there. But I know that Ohanaeze Ndigbo is going to release the names. Now, let me read some comments. Mr. Samuel, good morning. He said it is not IPOB that is causing this security in the southeast, but autopilot and the politicians are the ones causing the insecurity. Simon Ekpa is very complicit in the insecurity, and they tag it as IPOB. I think I believe you because I made a lot of research about IPOB. I see that IPOB now, as it stands now, they are not the one sponsoring all this insecurity. Absolutely, IPOB are not the one. Mr. Sondomon, say good evening, Okocha. Mr. Uche, You people are welcome to this live streaming where we talk about the state of our nation. So, what I'm saying is that if we do not begin to say this, let everyone know. We must begin to say this, that it is not IPOB. Sponsoring all this insecurity. Then the insecurity going on in the north, it is the northern politicians who are sponsoring it. Quote me anywhere, quote me anywhere. Every insecurity you are seeing in the north, the northern politicians are sponsoring it. Any insecurity you see, any insecurity, I mean any insecurity you see in the southeast, ask your politicians. Politicians are very dangerous. They can do anything because of power. Look at what is going on in Rivers State. What do you think that is going on in Rivers State? It's all about 2027. Because Tinubu knows that once the power is not, when Wike is not in the control of Rivers State, definitely that Rivers State that they used to rig election against him is not going to get it. You understand? Mr. Williams says it is only a fool can think that IPOB is the troublemaker in the southeast. The governors are the one killing people every time. Nnamdi Kanu goes to court. Okay, yeah, every time Nnamdi goes to court. The eyes of God, good evening, sir. You are welcome. Mr. Uche Bright, you are welcome. God bless you too, eyes of God. Mr. Ando Ichike says, thank God for bringing, we are going home. Anyway, what I'm talking about is all about people who are sabotaging the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And let me tell you, see, on a normal circumstances, if the southeastern governors or southeastern politicians, if these people are working with people who are agitating for Biafra to separate, I think by now everything could have been getting set to go diplomatically. It is only these people that I'm seeing, Ugochinyere, people who are just trying to pass bill for them to do referendum in Nigerian constitution, return Nigeria to regional government, so that everyone can go, peacefully. They'll go and vote for referendum. These are the only people I'm seeing that are trying to make move. But all these governors, you know, they think about themselves. They don't think about you. They don't think about you. They don't think about your future. They forgot the reason why Ojukwu fought for the first Biafra war. They forgot everything. They forgot they don't remember anything about their story. And that is the problem. That is the problem. So if they can remember their story, how they were treated bad, and how all their children are being treated bad, all parts of the country, if all these governors could remember that one day, just 4 years or 8 years, they will still leave the position. If they can remember all these things, there won't be any problem again. But they won't remember it. That is the issue. Mr. Drake, welcome and good morning. He says, Kenyans just took over National Assembly. What do you think about this? Are we supposed to be celebrating Davido and Chioma when we are in the hardship? After all, see, I'm going to make videos of what is going on in Kenya. You see, I don't really know. I'm talking about diversity in Nigeria is our problem. Diversity in Nigeria is our major problem. Just imagine if we are not all this tribe in Nigeria. If Igbo people want to carry out revolution, it will be very easy for them. If Yoruba people want to carry out a revolution, it will be very easy for them. If Hausa people want to carry out a revolution, it will be easy for them. But once we are in Nigeria, this contraption called Nigeria, then if you want to do that, people will, you know, restrict you not to do it because you are not alone. What the Kenyans are doing, taking up the House of Assembly because they passed a bill that is not suitable to the people. They stormed the House of Assembly and they took over the House of Assembly. That is the way it's supposed to be. That is the way it's supposed to be. They entered the House of Assembly and they took over. That is the kind of revolution that's supposed to be happening in Nigeria. But because of our heterogeneous nature, if you want to do something, Hausa people will say, no, if you do it, this one, Yoruba people will say this, Igbo people will say this. If Yoruba man want to do something, Hausa people will be against it, Igbo people will be sacrosanct. Right from the time Nigeria got independent up to now, Nigeria has been diminishing in prosperity, in power, in, before, if you are a Nigerian, you see what it means to be someone from a citizen of a good country. People will respect you, but now nothing, not absolutely nothing. If you call yourself a Nigerian right now, people will even laugh you. They will look at you as a criminal, as a certificate forger, because they used to hear news. They know that we don't have rule of law. Mr. Paul says disintegration remains the solution. I think so. Myself, I think so. Mr. Kenneth, good morning. Say, my brother, do you need somebody to tell you who is responsible for the unknown gunmen in the Southeast? You see, people have their opinions and people can talk about who is responsible. But as far as I'm concerned, all the whole insecurity situation going on in Nigeria, all of them are being sponsored by Nigerian politicians. And I have the proof of what I'm saying. All the whole insecurity going on in Nigeria, they are being sponsored by Nigerian politicians. From the north to the south, east and west, politicians are the problem. Mr. Derek says, even wrote to the president ran away. Then Akpabio will come out and be talking bullshit. One day Akpabio will still run away. See, you see, Nigerians, we deserve to suffer. I'm sorry to say this. Nigerians deserve to suffer more. The hardship in the country is not enough. We need more hardship. People they have not started suffering, because when you see suffer, you will know that the gun bullet is nothing. When time will come, not even Akpabio, when Tinubu will run out of Aso Rock, if they did not put things in order, the time is coming. But people must be pushed to war. You see, Nigerians, they like suffering. They like suffering. Nigeria has not gotten it to their truth. I think Nigerians, they are still swimming in this midst of political rascality. Nigerians, they are still happy with what is going on, right? Don't worry. Time will come. When that time comes, when everybody will give up. I'm telling people now. Now they said the poor can buy tomato again. The poor can buy pepper again. The poor can buy onions again. And I'm saying that next year, even the rich won't see onions to buy. The rich won't see tomato to buy. The rich will not see pepper to buy. You will hold your money because you will not see the thing you are looking for to buy. Why? Because people are not planting this year. Things are expensive. People planted last year. They are harvesting this year. What about people that are not planting this year because of banditry that has taken over the bushes? You think Nigeria is dying gradually. Nigeria is dying gradually. And there is no two ways about that. The nation is collapsing. Mr. Mauchi said, my dear brother, good morning. Great job. I'm watching from Italy. Okay, good morning to you. How is Italy? Mr. Amauchi, which city are you in Italy? So, I don't want anyone to be tagging the insecurity situation in the southeast to IPOB. In the north, it is the northern politicians. The Sultan of Sokoto, I don't know if you have seen the video. I made the video. The Sultan of Sokoto was saying something that I love so much. The man said that the banditry issue can never be solved. That if I thought the bandit issue will be solved, it will take decades. And you know what that means, meaning 20 years and above. In other words, you people will be subjected to kidnapping from now to 20 years above. You people will be subjected to all these things you are seeing, famine, suffering, perpetually. He said he don't even know whether this issue of boundary could be solved. That is the situation. It is so bad. Mr. Samuel says, do not be deceived. Simon Ekpa has brainwashed all of you following you guys. You will be disappointed when Nnamdi Kanu is released, and all will be ashamed of yourself because the truth will be told. Can you elucidate, please, Mr. Samuel? You can talk more broadly so that we can understand what you are saying, because as far as I'm concerned, Nnamdi Kanu is totally different from Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa used to say that he's not even pursuing IPOB things. So what Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing is totally different from what Simon Ekpa is pursuing. So both of them have different strategies of doing their own things. And I can tell you that everyone is doing what pleases him. I'll say, please, are you in Italy too? Amauche. Mr. Philip was you are very correct. Revolution cannot happen in Nigeria. Regionalism remain the best way forward. Yes, regionalism remain the best way forward. Regionalism remain the best way forward, but on one condition: people must be able to have a referendum. People must be able to vote to leave the country. It is the right of the people. This Britain that is making sure that Nigeria will remain one. Britain is not one. Oh, the United Kingdom is not one. Scotland is a different country. Ireland is a different country. Wales is a different country. All of them make up United Kingdom. Great Britain is part of it, but people don't know. And Britain will come, they'll try to brainwash you that Nigeria is supposed to be one, Nigeria is supposed to do this. All those things are bullshit. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Mr. Winner says, most of those governors you see in the Southeast, their real fathers are Fulanis. Okay, their real fathers are Fulanis. They put them in the governor's position, believe it or not. The real Igbos feels for Igbos. Wow. I think what you said is absolutely true. Because Hopu Uzodinma is a case study of what you are saying. I knew how Hopu Uzodinma was making sure that he got the sympathy of the people from the north to make sure he got the Supreme Court verdict that made him to enter the first time as a governor. And he made sure that he subdued the Imo state with the security. If you talk, they will kill you. If you talk, they will smash you down. I know so many of them who are paying allegiance from the people who are from the north. And that is why I don't really know, because this is a tough situation. Ordinary people don't know. Ordinary people don't know. Only thing they talk about, we are going home. We are going home. We just need Biafra. Everybody needs it too. One person is not the only one who needs Biafra. Everybody wants it, right? But the problem here is this. How can you get it? Do you think that even though you carry arms today, do you think you get it? So that is why I'm saying something, that the best way we can have this is that there is a process already ongoing. That if this process just have this constitutional provision to have a referendum, Nigeria will scatter in more than 7 places, more than 30 places, because nobody wants to be in one Nigeria. Nobody wants to remain one again. But this is a very critical issue that we must follow, both diplomatically and otherwise. Mr. Derek was replying to Mr. Simon. He said, Simon is on the right path. If anyone from Oduduwa Republic can take a bold step and step up his game. I don't really know. That is left for them. Mr. Simon is a drunk, don't mind him. Please, let's use a diplomatic words here, because everybody have his own opinion. You can share your opinion, and you don't need to insult someone because everyone has their own opinion. We are not the enemies of ourselves, guys. Even though you are an Hausa man, you are a Yoruba man, you are Igbo man, you are a Ijaw man, you are a Edo man, we are the victims. We are the victims. All these our politicians, be it Igbo politicians, be it Hausa politicians, be Yoruba politicians, these people are the problem. We are the victims. So we who are the victims, we shouldn't fight ourselves, because all these things they are doing it against us. So if we begin to fight ourselves, meaning we are to be blamed. We say caution, then Nigeria will be better. I mean, okay. You get it. Nnamdi Kanu, okay. We are not going back to regionalism. Too late for that. And we also know there will never ever be a referendum. I don't think so. I don't think that there will not be a referendum. I think there will be a referendum. They will, because even Tinubu knows that Nigeria is not working. Everybody knows that Nigeria is not working. And they themselves knows that. You see what was happening in the Senate before they go on break about the right of cattle, when they were passing bill that open grazing should not happen. And the northern senators, so many of them, you know, they were very angry and saying, how could you? How can people say that people should not move from around the country? And Akpabio was saying, we didn't say people should not move, but they shouldn't move with AK-47. Cows are not citizens of Nigeria. So see, this thing, everybody, they are tired though. Everybody is tired. You think that what is going on in Nigeria now, see, even to divide Nigeria, it is on their heads. They know that nothing is working. So that is why they are trying to bring all this bill. Senate will resume next month, right? If Senate resume, let's see the steps. We just want this constitutional amendment that will give us a referendum. Not only Biafrans, or do everybody want to leave Nigeria? That is just the simple truth. Let's go to Mr. Drake. He says, my problem is why are Hausa people not fighting Fulani people in the north? We know Hausa, but not the Fulani. Any change that can happen in Nigeria will start from the north. Anyway, the truth is that the Fulanis have overpowered them. They have overpowered them, they have overshadowed them. And as you say, you are not wrong that anything that will happen in Nigeria will start from the north. And as I talk to you, it has started. That is the issue. Amauchi said that a revolution can happen in Nigeria when the Zulu stop hearing from the political criminal pastors. Anyway, some pastors really know what is going on. Some pastors are saying the truth. Some pastors are against the injustice going on. But I believe religion is the problem of Nigeria. Major one of the problem of Nigeria is religion. So we must be emancipated from religious slavery. We must be emancipated from all these religious thoughts. So when we are emancipated from all these religious thoughts, I think it will be a very good thing for us, because someone cannot be free politically if you are not free in the religious aspect of your life, because there are so many things that are going on in Nigeria. The kind of prayer we pray in Nigeria, the kind of things we do in Nigeria, if Nigeria is, let me say, doing things right, I think we're supposed to have changed. But the reason why we have not changed is because we are not doing things in the right, we are not doing things in the right way. So religion must be corrected in Nigeria. Religion is one of the problems, both the Islamic religion, the local religion, the Christian religion, as far as religion is concerned, is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. He says, why is it taking Tinubu so long to ban open grazing or sign the regional government bill? It's not in the power of Tinubu. It is the House of Assembly that will put it into law. So when the House of Assembly put it into law, then it is going to happen. So the House of Assembly, they are already on it. Believe me, this thing is going to happen in our lifetime. It's going to happen in our lifetime with what I'm seeing now, because things are getting worse and everyone, we are tired. Nobody wants to risk his life with what is going on now. Mr. Mauchi said, my dear brother, haven't you answered me, please? Where are you in? Okay. I stay in Padova most of the time. Thank you. Emmanuel Ucheke said, there will not be a referendum. Biafra will come with or without referendum. I will say amen to your prayer that Biafra will come, or Oduduwa will come. Any people that want to go on their own, let it come, because God did not create us to be in one. Yes, I said so because before the amalgamation of Nigeria, there hasn't been all this hatred, there hasn't been civil war. Before the amalgamation of Nigeria, people were living. You understand? People were living fine. People were living okay. The Yorubas are great. The Benin Kingdom was administrating his territory. Everybody was doing great before the amalgamation. So I do not blame anyone who is talking about secession, because remaining one is not the issue and it's not the main point now. There must be an end to this, and that will be a disintegration. Amauche say Biafra is the answer, period. Biafra is the answer, Oduduwa is the answer, the Middle Belt is the answer, the Arewa is, everybody have to go. That is what I stand for. Everyone have to go. Oh, say, but you are wicked listening. Mr. John, good morning. He says, my brother, this pure propaganda, Tinubu is not ready to release Kanu. Even the Ohanaeze doesn't want him to come out. Ohanaeze is working with Tinubu. I don't know about your allegations, sir. If you really mean your allegation, what you are saying, you can write me on my WhatsApp or email. My number is there. I will schedule a live broadcast so that you will come and tell people how Ohanaeze is still working against Nnamdi Kanu. But for me, I don't have that information. I know that recently, I don't know before, but recently, I have seen the move of Ohanaeze Ndigbo trying to negotiate, trying to solve the situation. So I have the proof that Ohanaeze recently, I don't know about before, recently they are working for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And you have to believe me for that because I have the proof of what I'm saying. It's only Southeastern governors that are working against Nnamdi Kanu. Before Ohanaeze said so, I told you people these things last 3 months. Omoyole came to Channel Raise News and he said so about 2 months ago. So it's not a new thing. Mr. Samuel say, do you have a number one can call? Yes, sir. I don't really know how I can even paste it here. Okay, I will put it on the comment section of this video, please. After the live broadcast, I'll go to the comment section. I will put the WhatsApp number there. Mr. Mauche says, hope you see the brave Kenyan youth. Yes, I saw it. The House of Assembly of the Kenya, that is Kenyan Parliament, has been taken by the youth because they know what they want. But up to now, Nigerians, we don't really know what we want. But time will come, you see, time will come, people will arise. Nigeria have not started suffering. That is the issue. Nigeria have not started suffering. When we begin to suffer, when things begin to go wrong, that time Nigerians are going to arise. So restructuring is dead on arrival. It is too late. For me, it depends on the kind of restructuring you are talking about. Because restructuring even means for Nigeria to divide is part of the restructuring. Restructuring entails also regionalism. Restructuring also means that, okay, let us do constitution like this so that people can do referendum. See, everyone, believe me, everyone, we are tired of Nigeria, not only you, including that man you call Tinubu there. Tinubu is even tired. The only thing he wanted to fulfill is when he said, it is my turn. He just wanted to answer president. And he did everything possible just to get, not because he won the election. Okay, you stay in Florence, Amaoche. Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Derek said, why must not always be the one to decide what happened in Nigeria? These people are less educated. Their decisions are not wise or smart. Why can't we protest in this country? Northerners make me sick. Well, I don't think that is why we are talking about this issue of the law going on in the House of Representatives and House of Senate for Nigeria to go into regionalism and make the provision of people to have a referendum without any problem. Believe me, that is the issue, and that is the best thing we can do. That is the best thing we can do. So when the country go into regions, you know how to administrate your region, you know how to manage your things, your security, your natural resources, and so on and so forth. Boye Ganaba Rufai, good morning. Say good evening, sir. It's morning over here. This is 12:10 Nigerian time. Good morning. Amauchi Sawandi Nnamdi Kanu will come out whether they like it or not. Absolutely, Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And one thing people have to know is that Nnamdi Kanu is not worried. He knows the implication of a freedom fighter. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's fighting. And he's ready for anything that will come out of it. So Nnamdi Kanu is not worried about his detention. When you see him, you will know that this man knows what he's doing, that he's not worried. So encourage people not to worry, but support him. Mr. Williams, okay, Mary says, a very serious revolution can and will never happen in the zoo because of the tribe problem. I think you are right. So the only way forward is division is not working for everyone. Division of Nigeria is the only way because it's not working for Nigeria. Yes, sir. I think you are right. You are not wrong. Noyelo, good morning. Say, Kenya will always make Africa proud. Absolutely. You know, Kenyan youth don't tolerate nonsense. That is why I like it. They don't tolerate nonsense. I know that police were shooting. Police shot a lot of people today in Kenya. Police kill a lot of youth, but they don't care. They don't care as far as they know what they are fighting for. They know that they are fighting for their children. They know that they are fighting for their generation. They know that they are fighting for their future. They don't care. They don't care what happened. I really love what Kenya used do today. And it's not only today, it's continuing. It's continuing. They will continue to do that because the law they want in their country must happen. Mr. Drake says someone like Obi Kubana can't like Kanu. He has business in different parts of the country, and a divided Nigeria will be his problem. But he will be a failure if he thinks such. Well, I don't know whether he's thinking such. To relocate business is not a problem, my brother. And even though Nigeria is divided, that does not mean you will relocate your business. Igbo people, I know a lot of my friends who are Igbos. They are in Gambia. About 12 of them I know. I have their phone numbers. They call me, I call them. They're in Gambia. I have a lot of my friends in South Africa, even in Cotonou here, in Ghana. So if Nigeria divide together, that does not mean you won't live in Yoruba land. That does not mean you won't live in Hausa land. But it means that we can guide our territory. They can guide their own. They have their own law. We have our own law. Everybody have peace. That is what it means to have your different countries. So if you have businesses in all parts of the country, if the country goes in their separate way, that doesn't mean that your business is in danger, your business is gone. No, that is not so. After all, MTN, Starlink, DSTV, ShopRite, all these things I'm naming is not Nigerians that own it. It is South Africa. So you should understand what I'm saying. All these MTN, Starlink, DSTV, ShopRite, and so on and so forth. It is not Nigerian business. It is from South Africa. So if Nigeria go in their separate way, don't think that you can go other places and do business. So don't think so. Mr. Rufai said, just start watching you and always like your expression because you always say the truth. Thank you so much. You know, truth is hard to say. And even when you say the truth, sometimes people who have believed in lies will also think that you are telling lies, that you are not saying the truth. But always the truth must be said. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Monday Stephen said, for me, let everybody go in their own way. It will happen in our lifetime. It will surely happen. Mr. Rufai said, well done. Many thanks to your time. Thank you too for supporting. Uchebra said, my brother, the problem that we are having in Nigeria now is our leaders, because power cannot say the truth. Our leaders in power cannot say the truth. Yes, you are right. Now, Yendom says, Nnamdi Kanu will surely come out stronger and better. Absolutely. Nelson Mandela stayed in prison for good 24 years. He even ran to Nigeria for exile. He returned back. He was put in prison for 24 years. When he came out, he was given the position of leadership, and he did extremely well. So people shouldn't worry. I'm saying this time with that number that Nnamdi Kanu is not worried about what is going on. He knows what he's doing. He has prepared for all these things. So people shouldn't worry. Everything, all you need to do is to support him, okay? Just support him. Mr. David is saying it is hard for a revolution to take place in Nigeria. Nigeria is the world's British creation. If a revolution starts up in Nigeria, it will be hijacked. Well, time will come. All these things you people are saying it will be hijacked. It will be. Let's see who is going to hijack it. The person that will hijack it even need the revolution. If they want to hijack it, let them hijack it. What to do? Mr. Derek says high inflation, food inflation, and low minimum wage, open grazing, and now the introduction of genetic modified organisms crops. Bigate always expressed his worries about African population. He's here now. Even though he signed it into law, Tinubu have agreement with him, but Nigerians definitely are going to resist him. Are going to resist him. Mr. Mauchi said, I want Biafra, nothing else, my dear brother. I don't know if you have seen a video going viral in Yoruba farm where Fundani are clearing all the crops. It's just madness. Yes, they don't want to get up. Of course, I saw the video where all these Fundani people carrying cattle, they were clearing people's farm where they planted maize and so on. It is disheartening. It is disheartening. That is something that I think the Yoruba should have rised up against that. They're supposed to rise up against that. They are against Sunday Igbo. Many of them are against Sunday Igbo. And this Amatoku, I don't know what it is called, their security outfit, they are not that vibrant as they were before. It's so fortunate in a way. Mr. Rufai says the northern people didn't want the Igbo to become president, and they are saying we are one Nigeria. That is stupidity. Of course, anyone that says you don't want Igbo to become president and we are one in Nigeria, what is the gain? Where is the gain of one Nigeria? Where is the gain of one Nigeria? Absolutely no gain of one Nigeria. Who is dying of hunger today? Is it not the North? Who is dying? How many children do we have out of school in the North? The majority is there. So whatever anyone is doing in this Nigeria, I look at the look people. I am just looking at people. I'm just minded. I'm looking at people because I know that this Nigeria will be over everybody. It will be over everybody. Everybody will suffer the consequences of this nation. Everybody, right from the head to the toe, when the time comes. So it doesn't matter what people say now that they don't believe in Igbos, or they don't want Igbo to become president, or they don't want this, or they don't want Biafra to separate. When time comes, they will beg this separation. Time will come, everybody will beg this separation, and it will happen in our lifetime. Is it not this thing that is going on? So Mr. Samuel said 27 years, not 24. Correction, bros. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Windy, good morning. So Master Nnamdi Kanu is very calm. He's not panicking in the DSS because he knows that it's over for Zoo government. No man can fix it. Absolutely. When you see the gesture of Nnamdi Kanu, when you see how he comes, how he talks, you will know that this man, he has a vision. He knows that this detention, once he's being released, nobody can stop him not to do Biafran thing or the agitation of Biafra. After all, to agitate for your sovereign state is not a crime. Just that Southeastern governors, they are the one that triggered IPOB, calling IPOB a terrorist organization, telling Buhari to make sure that he proscribed the IPOB. It was the Southeastern governors that did that. They did that. David Umahi was one of the pioneers that did that. So that is why I am very angry with them, because they don't know what they are doing, because they think that maybe what they are doing is just for their own interest. Maybe one day Nigeria will get better, and that is why they are doing the worst mistake. Because of the political power, you are trying to do everything against your people. Now, Yedem says, what is happening in Kenya now is what Nigeria is supposed to do on the day of swearing in. Blame P2B for that. If you think that youth never wanted to arrive, they're supposed to be the second NSAS protest after the election, but you should blame P2B for that. P2B never wanted such a thing. He is the one that started tweeting everybody should calm down, that he will take the case to court, that the court, the judiciary is going to do this, do that. So it was P2B that made the revolution not to happen, not anyone else. Okay, I think I skipped one. I don't know where I stop again. Okay, Mr. Uche Bright says, no gain in one Nigeria. A day will come, all this will be over. Absolutely, all will be over. Mr. Derek said, not even about Igbo being president. The best president may probably be from TV, Edo, Kogi, or etc. So many tribes are marginalized, and it is unfair. There is inequality, and it is obvious. Absolutely, sir. Mr. Rufai said Nigeria is not far from the vision. I strongly believe it is going to happen in our lifetime by God's grace. Yes, it is going to happen, and it's not far from our lifetime. When I mean it's not far, from now to 2030, Nigeria will not be one. You can put this in your calendar. I said this today. From now to 2030, Nigeria can't be one. There is no reason for Nigeria to be one. And if we are trying to make Nigeria to be one, everybody will regret it. Clara, good morning. Say, brother, I love your videos, but the truth, Simon Ekpa has the power connection to divide Nigeria, so nobody will stop him. Well, the truth is that everybody wants Nigeria divided. Everybody wants Nigeria divided. So anyway, anyhow, someone have to fight. It's just like when you are going to high institution, you are going to university, you want to become a graduate. Some of them will write exam. Some people will bribe. Some people will threaten lecturer to get what they want. But what they want is that certificate to graduate. That is what is going on with the Biafra agitation. But we believe that it is going to happen in our lifetime. We believe that it's going to happen one day. I really appreciate everyone for joining in. So what I started with in this video is that the insecurity situation happening in this country is not being done by anyone, including IPOB. I am of the conviction that it's not IPOB that is carrying out all this insecurity situation in the Southeast. I started by saying that last month, the police in Zamfara State arrested a politician from the House of Assembly, for that matter, arrested a local government chairman, arrested some youth leaders of political parties who are bandits. They are bandits. So I started thinking that Nigeria state is a terrorist state if politicians are bandits. If politicians are involved in banditry, meaning Nigeria state is a terrorist state. And secondly, I started saying about issue of IPOB that I'm not convinced that IPOB is sponsoring the terrorism in the Southeast. Watching what is going on in the North, politicians can go to any extent to make sure that they can do things that are stupid. They can make sure that they can do things that are stupid. So that is the problem. They can absolutely do things that are stupid. So all this IPOB issue, they are saying that IPOB is the problem. IPOB is not the problem. I believe that politicians are sponsoring all this insecurity situation that is going on. And I believe that what Nnamdi Kanu said is true. What Nnamdi Kanu said is true, that he believed that the government are the ones sponsoring the insecurity. And there is no two ways about that. So if anyone is telling me that it's not government, I think you will bring your proof. Both the things happening with IPOB and the politicians can buy vehicles, as I said before, they will crest it IPOB. They can buy gun, make sure that people will present themselves as IPOB, just for their political reasons. So that is a difficult situation we are having here, but God will help us. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate your time. I'm trying to put, someone said I should put my WhatsApp number here. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring it out and post it there. It's my general WhatsApp number anyway. Okay. Clara said, if not Simon Ekpa, Nigeria government plan to keep Nnamdi Kanu for 20 years. Now, they are afraid. Kanu is released. King Innocent, good morning. Welcome. We say, good morning, sir. I say, great job. What I can honestly say is some Igbo politicians are indeed benefiting from the insecurity in the Southeast. Of course, some Igbo politicians are benefiting from it. So the number is the number I pinned there. I already pinned the number up there, but I don't know if it has appeared. Have you seen it? I don't really know. I'm not seeing it over here, but I just posted it. I just posted it. I don't know. Please, do you see any number there? I didn't see it again. No. I posted it. Okay, you can see it. Okay. If you can see it, no problem, because I'm not seeing it from this very end, but I know that I posted it. So that is my WhatsApp number. All right, from now to next 10 minutes, we'll be calling it a day. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please support me by subscribing and sharing my videos. what led me to start all this blogging, I discovered that there are a lot of things going on in Nigeria that people are not reporting. Things that are going on in my village. Who is going to report it? Is it Arise News that is going to report it? Is it Channels Television that is going to report it? Things that are going on in the villages. These are places that we're supposed to call our country. Not only Abuja, Lagos, Asaba, or Nature, all these major areas. What of what is going on in the village? So that is the issue. That is why all this blogging and so on and so forth is very necessary. So that what people are not seeing in the media, we can also bring it to the media. So that is the essence and why I started all this blogging. So thank you very much for coming. I think Uche Bright say call it. Okay. Thank you so much, Amochis. I've already subscribed and I've even shared it on my Twitter platform. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So tomorrow night by 12 a.m. Nigerian time, we are still going to be live here to talk about the state of our nation. So for tomorrow, maybe there will be another news that is going to come out. Then we are still going to treat it. If not, we are still going to treat the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and his detention. The reason why the lawyer postponed the court case to September, because the lawyer believed that he is not supposed to pass the judgment. He's not supposed to pass the judgment because the lawyer don't even know what to pass, if not to discharge Nnamdi Kanu. That's why the lawyer just postponed the case, adjourned the case to September, and asked the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu to go and settle this thing out of court. So I believe that before then, this issue will be resolved. Someone said I should call it. Okay, I think let me call it now. The number is 081. Let me repeat it. The number is 081 03 12 0409. Let me call it again. Okay. I will receive the call after the. I can see the call coming. I will receive it after the live broadcast because I did not do it to be able to receive call during live broadcast. So that is what I'm going to be using from tomorrow. So from tomorrow, we can do live on call. But for today, I did not program it to be like that. Okay, sorry for that. The number is 08103 120409. So from tomorrow, we can be using it for live broadcast, calling on live. But for today, please pardon me. We are not going to be receiving calls with it because I did not program it to receive call. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, please kindly join this live broadcast. Let us discuss more about what is troubling us and why we must be free. Okay, thanks everyone and have an awesome night, okay? Thanks everyone and good night.